Alright, so this is like the third time I'm remaking this video. The first time I was going to do like a little history of all of Minecraft's updates and kind of look at them and the problem I've been having with modern ones. Then I realized that was going to be too long, so I decided, hey, why don't I just focus on the modern updates? So I'm just deciding to start over from scratch one more time, and this time just focusing on the problem and not looking over all of the updates that I have some issues with. I just want to look at the problem with modern Minecraft updates as a whole. So bear with me. If you somehow have never heard of Minecraft before watching this video, which seems impossible at this point, go away, don't watch this video because this is very much my opinion, and I don't want my opinion to sway how you see the game if you've never played it before. So please go play the game for 10 to 11 years like I did, and then come watch this video. Alright, let's go. I know the title seems pretty dramatic, and don't get me wrong, the main focal point of each update was always, as good as they advertised. The new nether biomes were good in the nether update, I like the changes they made to the ocean in the aquatic update, and Caves and Cliffs did a great job of shaping the terrain in new ways, but everything outside of that main focal point for the update was always kind of underwhelming, almost underdeveloped, I'd say, in a lot of cases, and I'm going to start off with an example that I'm going to call the Mojang introduces a new item or concept and then barely elaborates on it for years problem. Yeah, I know, very catchy name. I had multiple examples for this problem, but I think the best one is with the latest update, Caves and Cliffs. Copper and Amethyst. Conceptually, they sound really cool. It's a new metal ore and a new gemstone. What crazy things can we craft with this? Maybe copper armor and tools that have some kind of redstone functionality, since copper conducts electricity in real life. Amethysts are shown to be a musical type item, so maybe we could finally have some sort of piano that naturally works in Minecraft. Like combine amethyst with a note block. I don't know, there's a lot of interesting concepts you could do with conductive metal and a new nice sounding gem. What Mojang did was, for lack of better words, underwhelming. Copper is only used to make blocks that oxidize over time, which, yeah, that's pretty neat. You can recreate the Statue of Liberty and stuff. You can make lightning rods, which lightning has never really been too much of a problem, at least for me. Maybe I'm lucky and I don't deal with lightning a lot, but hey, it's an okay feature. And spyglass. And that's all you can use with copper, is those three things. And what about amethysts? Well, you can make the spyglass with it, and you can make tinted glass for some reason. The reason I'm disappointed over the lack of usage in these items isn't because I hate decorational additions to Minecraft. I'm disappointed because they don't have a lot of creative potential. I want to call this the note block principle. Note blocks, for all intents and purposes, are useless from a gameplay perspective. They don't improve mining, crafting, combat, inventory management, trading, etc. However, because of the concept of play a music note when powered is so simple yet versatile, they're a major staple of Minecraft's creativity. Now, let's imagine note blocks have been changed. They only have one instrument sound, and whenever you power them, they play a completely random note. It removes all creative potential from note blocks and makes them really boring, right? That's how amethysts work. And no, I'm not saying that amethysts should work exactly like note blocks or be a direct replacement to them. I'm saying is that if you're gonna introduce a block with a concept like plays a sound when hit, I want that concept to have some potential on a creative point of view, because if it doesn't have that creative potential, it's just random noise at the end of the day. Another example of the whole adding an item for some reason and barely doing anything with it is the Wild Update's Echo Shards. Okay, so you have the Deep Dark and you have the Deep Dark cities, right? Well, introduced in the Wild Update is a new compass that points you to your last death. That's neat, it's a neat concept. How do you get this compass? Well, they introduce a new item called Echo Shards that you can find down in the Deep Dark City. And what do echo shards do? They're only used for the compass, which just confuses me because at that point, why bother adding a whole new material-based item for it to be only used in one recipe? Why not just make it you can find the compass rarely in the city? I know, they're gonna do more with it, as a lot of people keep saying, but like, are they? Like with the aquatic update when they introduced the Heart of the Sea and it only used for conduit, it's like, do something more with it. Do more. But let's jump back to another problem I have with a lot of updates, and that's how long it takes for them to release. Now, I get it, Minecraft releases on a lot of platforms, and a lot of the features they add sometimes can take a long time to develop. But let's go back to the year 2012, you know, when everyone thought the world was gonna end. How many major Minecraft updates do you think came out in that 1 year? Go on, I'll give you time to guess. 4. 4 major updates. And yeah, you could argue that maybe some of these updates don't have as much as some of the newer ones, but let's look at the next year. 2013 had 3 pretty substantial updates in it. The Redstone update, the Horse update, and the update that changed the world. Then 2014 comes around with only 1 update, the Bountiful update, in early September. There were no major updates in 2015, but in 2016 we got 3 major updates, except I only really counted as like 2.5 because one of those updates was 1.10, the Frostburn update. An update that has a changelog smaller than my self-esteem, and it's an update that literally took 2 weeks in the development cycle, so I cannot in good faith call it a major update. After 1.11, the Exploration update, there was only 1 update per year, except for 2019 where we got Village and Pillage and Buzzy Bees, which, again, I don't think Buzzy Bees can really count as a major update because it added very little. And also 2021 had both parts of Caves and Cliffs, but considering they're 2 halves of one whole, I think it's fair to say that only 1 major update released that year. And I get it, Minecraft is a big game that gets bigger all the time, so bugs happen a lot more often, so development takes a lot longer, coupled with the fact that it's releasing on a lot of consoles under something that isn't Java on those consoles. It's probably pretty difficult to port these new features to the consoles. But here's the thing, Minecraft isn't being spearheaded by an indie studio anymore. Microsoft bought them out, and they could easily funnel more manpower into this game, and also Minecraft is like the highest grossing video game franchise of all time, so again, they could easily have the funds to put more people in to work on it to make these updates come out faster. Maybe I'm really stupid about this, maybe there's something I'm not seeing, and I just don't get how the workflow is going to justify the whole just put more people on it problem. But I don't know, looking at it from an outside perspective, I think the problem of it taking so long for each update could be easily solved, but hey, this is just my take on it, I could be really wrong. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I didn't want to make this one any longer than it had to be. Trust me, I reworked the script 3 different times and whittled it down from an hour-long video where I talked about all updates to a half-hour video where I talked about all the modern ones to this video where I just kind of nitpick a bit. I don't like to be super negative in my videos, so this was a good compromise of things I wanted to say versus trying not to be too negative towards a game I hold very near and dear to my heart. So in the end, I just want to say, Mojang, if you're watching, I still love Minecraft, and I will still continue to play it for the foreseeable future until I'm a crippled old man. But either way, I'd like to not be frustrated when you come up with a cool concept for something and just never continue with it. Fletching tables are still waiting for you. They have been. For years now. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video because this one and the Stanley Parable video were really fun to work on. I like video essays and I wanted to take a crack at making a couple, though I might take a break from those now and go back to regular clip dumps and memes on here for a bit. Well, actually just clip dumps. I'm gonna start posting memes to my Twitter account, which I just got back like a month ago. Yeah, for those unaware, about a year ago I got suspended on Twitter over this dumb tweet. And even though I tried to appeal a couple times, they kept rejecting it, so I just assumed I'd never be on Twitter again. But lo and behold, a year later, they randomly got my Twitter back online, so I'm gonna start shit posting there more. You can check out the Discord server where I chat every once in a while, and you can post memes and suggestions for videos. Or if you really want to support the channel, you could check out the Ko-Fi. Coffee. Whichever way you pronounce it, the thing that lets you donate to support me and my channel. But anyways, thanks for watching, subscribe, like, comment, all that, and have a good day.